Yo, what is going on, people? It's your boy Real, aka the Speed Force, and I'm back with another one. I'm finally having a video off for EA Play, and this is pretty much my breakdown on what I think about the gameplay of NBA Live 19 at EA Play. Shout out to Tillhouse, man. This is his clip as you seen in the beginning. This is his work. I had to rip his video because I don't have any material of my own, unfortunately. I'm so sorry about that. I wasn't able to record, but shout out to that man. I will leave the link in the description, and that's where his full breakdown is, and you actually see gameplay also. So jumping into it, EA Play was quite successful in my eyes. Really enjoyed myself. The devs, producers, game testers, game designers, all of that, really great people. Very down to earth and all of that. The community was a good amount of people in the community was there. And I want to shout them out, man. Them guys, when they played good. They had great ideas. They talked to the devs. We all talked to the devs and gave out ideas. We also gave out things that was wrong, what was right, what they could do better, how can they fix this, things like that to that nature. So that's pretty much a quick little overhaul of that. But I really did enjoy myself. The weather was lovely. It's the first time out there, so I really enjoyed myself. Now getting to the gameplay of EA Play for NBA Live 19. This game definitely is worth right now. It's definitely worth the play. Definitely worth the buy. Down the line, I mean, I would buy it now if I could, because jumping onto 18 is like, whoa, I can't go back to this really. But the game plays really well, man, and I was actually kind of surprised how well it moves. Like, the fluidity of the game was really great. It was it was different. I didn't expect how good I didn't expect the way it moved to really be that good. When you look at the game on the on the big screen, and you're not there, it does look the same as 18. I'm not even gonna lie to you. When I first got in there and when I was looking outside, before I started playing it, I looked at there was what playing on a big screen, and I was like, this kind of look just like 18. I don't really see the difference. So right there and there, I was nervous. And I seen, like, from the TV, I could tell they polished up on like some of the details of the game, lifting the player models and things like that. That needs to be some player models still need to be kind of fixed, but for the most part, most player models do look good. Maybe some of the shoulders, like Draymond Green shoulders, aren't big enough. Maybe his arms aren't big enough as well. And I mean, that's like really probably the most glaring one that I seen, but there's others, but that was the most glaring one that I can remember off rip. But yeah, when I first seen it, I was like, whoa, this game kind of looked like 18s. I was kind of worried. I'm like, Dad, I don't know what they're gonna do, man. So I kind of, I was worried. But once I got my hands on it and I started moving the controls and the sticks, and the left stick also dribbles as well, like basic short dribbles. And you could even, if you do like a 360 with your controller on that left stick that moves it on the Xbox controller and the PlayStation, you could see the little increments of like how the way they go in circle with the ball, but it's a tight circle while they dribbling. And depending if you move it left or right, you could do half spin, full spins, little baby in and outs that could actually open up the floor for you on your with your defender. If you don't know, definitely if you never touch that right stick to actually pull a dribble move like a crossover, it could really catch somebody off guard. So that's one thing. People already know about the dribble moves because some of these videos have been out for a while like this. So some people seen, like, the game kind of look the same, the dribbles and all that. I'm telling you, as a person who's very realistic with live and in any game, 2K, I'm telling you, this game plays very well. Now, I'm not saying this game is on the level of 2K as a whole, but right now, for the fundamental game and from just building on the levels from 18 to now, it's definitely a big jump. It's not even a step. It's literally it's more like a stride. Like they took like 3 steps ahead with this. And I have to give the devs their props. We gave them hell for 18 for quite a while, and they've really been working on this game. And so, if you really feel like they're not working, I have to disagree with you on this one. Excuse me. Now, more things that are excuse me, things other things that are good. I like the way you're able to pull up a lot more smoother than the usual in 18 and under, where you feel like you was kind of restricted, but that was because of the fact the shot meter and everybody's shots were kind of the same, or it was kind of off, or some move fast, some move slow. But this time it's more accurate. Like you could tell by how the way the what you call it, how the way they pull up, they actual shot. They actually have signature shots. So with their signature shot, you could see the follow through going in or out. And it's if someone has a fast shot signature shot, you see it. If it's slow, slow. If it's like right in the middle, kind of like just a decent regular one, then you could tell when you're doing the shot meter. And it also depends if they are actually good at pulling up, like right then off a dribble or moving and then pulling up. You won't see Al Horford go through a crossover move and then pull up like fluid. That's not him. So I like how way they broke that down. Other thing that I do like, besides that, is the one-on-one mechanics. Again, is this year is even better than last year. That last year you kind of felt like only certain defenders have really good defense, but this year, like, every defender could be good if you know how to anticipate defense, and it won't be like abusive, really, if you get what I'm saying. They won't be able to abuse it, like the bump animation where you could just bump somebody and then just stop them. It doesn't work like that. You could get the bump and still keep your dribble going on, and you could either that you get bumped and then probably even spin out of that and then catch a guy off guard. So that's one major thing that I did like about the game. Defensively, off-ball defense is very good. You can't just, now you can really bump that defender like a wing shooter. This is just talking about just in general, but in wing shooter, if you got a wing shooter you playing live run, you can really bump him from trying to, get away from you. Unlike in 18 wing shooters or anybody who's really trying to get away, you kind of just zigzag and that be your way from pretty much like getting away, and you just get open and you wouldn't be able to catch up because for whatever reason, like, you just wasn't able to recover quick. Now you could recover so much quicker. You could, like I said, you could bump. So all these type of things really help out in the long run when you're playing defense. Definitely off-ball defense, and that's something I really, really, really appreciated to the max. And I was like, wow, I was able to see that when I watched people play the live run, and I was like, yo, they able to get back pretty fast. So that was one major thing that I really appreciated. Another thing that I actually like was the loose ball. You could actually die for a loose ball now. The interaction or the reaction to the ball on the floor is 10 times better than 18 and any other NBA live that has been out, where they kind of just look at the ball. And I asked them about that, and they said it was because they didn't have a wide enough range where when they mocapped or when they did the animation, they was able to pick it up. Now when you see them, they literally go for the ball. There's still certain times where you might see them like kind of hiccup. Excuse me, I had the yarn. But they kind of hiccup, but it happens very rarely. It's really like if you was like in that one spot where they probably did an animation or a mocap right there, but picking up that motion, that pickup motion, then we just run into. But besides that, that's really good. The hustle plays are there. They have numerous ones now. Before in 18, you only had that one that I remember, which is the infamous one where they go for the ball and then they throw it between their legs, like without looking. It always go out of bounds, like 98% of the time. I seen that twice, but the other ones I see them grab it, turn around, throw it, grab it, throw it behind their head. Grab it, push it, kind of like hit it and back into bounds. So they have at least a good 5 to 7 different hustle plays now besides diving on the ball. Also, if you do dive on the ball and you get the ball and you don't pass out of it, they could actually grab on you or grab onto the ball and it becomes a jump ball, which we never had. So you can see that they are building on this game, and that's what I've been trying to tell people for a while. It's like, if 18 is gonna be the foundation, then that so be it. I'm cool with that. But 19 is gonna be the building blocks where you building, you pretty much you're sculpting your sculpture or your statue or whatever. Like you pretty much building upon that now, and that's what they're doing. They are building upon that. If some of y'all are on Twitter, you understand that we have a couple like little montages of like clips of them, Steph Curry talking to a referee, or Draymond Green getting a technical foul on James Harden when he bumps him too hard, and he's like, oh, that's on me, and then you actually shoot two technical fouls. It's like they are building on this game, and I'm so appreciative, because it's like, wow, we've been asking for this for so long. And the thing is, this is only the alpha stage. They could still add more to it. They could take away some things, but you don't know, if they take away some things, they might add something else that might be more beneficial right now, more genuine than pretty much more genuine than what we could use right now. But it's just a lot of things that you just gotta really appreciate in this game. And I hope they don't really make no real big changes unless it's something positive, because sometimes things with alpha stages, they have things that might be right, and then later on in the game, the final product or the demo, you like, this wasn't in the game, and I feel like this shouldn't have been in the game. So that's about it. But this is about it for me. I'm gonna talk more about it in part 2. Please hit that subscribe button, like, comment, share, subscribe. It's your boy Rel, the Speed Force, and I'm gonna be back with part 2 tomorrow. All right, man. You have a good one. Bless up.